Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm Subpunnikit Poster, and last time we found out we were late for an appointment by about 1,000 years or so, give or take. Well, B56. Apparently there was bingo going on break time or something. So this area is pretty much the first really big lore dump in the game. There's a ton of recordings and whatnot to find that give you a lot of information. So if you're playing through this, I recommend checking every fucking nook and cranny, because otherwise you may miss out on something that's rather plot important. This is how Horizon Zero Dawn doles out information, and it's surprisingly not too clunky. Not, you know, oh, I gotta go find another fucking log or whatever. And they did a good job of integrating it into the world as far as using your focus and things like that. It's fairly logical.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
Sure, peacekeeping.
The Focus. 25,000 people? That's bigger than a tribe.
Not that big for a corporation.
They made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
So now we know the source of all of these fucked up robots, at least. Appears to have been a slight snafu in our scheduling.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your Focus. They'll help you understand.
I guess we'll check those out then. Oh, well, happy, 8-month birthday, thereabouts? Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm so embarrassed. Scrolled a little too fast there. So Elizabeth's a robot nerd, and Ted is a tech bro. And our reception log, which we've already read.
Now, I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me. We will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
Money, girl. Money. And the majority of this episode, as you've probably figured out, is going to be listening to and reading shit. But it'll all be worth it in the end, I promise.
No room.
I'm so full up on things.
The air. There's no smell to it. Not even Old Death. Nothing natural.
Well, it has been about 1,000 years. Don't expect it to smell like yesterday's lunch. Today's cafeteria special is tuna salad. Like, I'm so full up on stuff. And Ayla keeps just scrambling up on the furniture. It's fine.
Another cave-in. But I could get through.
Well, it's nice to see that in the future, executives are still fucking idiot assholes. It's fine. We're fine. This is fine. This takes
I'll
us...
bet I can use that as a ramp to get back up.
Well, we used it to get back down. It's just a wraparound back to the Deathbringer.
Looks like I can climb here.
No, Aloy. There we go.
Made it.
Nope, we got exploring to do. Well, this doesn't do anything. Damn it. Oh.
The FSP-5 Khopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the Swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Khopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
Biomass conversion sounds like a bad idea.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other Chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil.
Ah.
So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
Well, that's a good question. And I like how that picture of on the lower left of the Horus looks an awful lot like a fucking Reaper. Jesus.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of allied Chariot line models, and you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
That it is. Up we go.
Yep. What's left of it. frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
And we're not wearing gloves. I think that would be kind of harsh on the hands.
If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
Stick your tongue to it. See what happens. I double dog dare you. That was almost a fucking tragedy.
Frost catching in my throat.
That began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise you, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they called their machines. They were built for war, not peace.
And Ted's right, but not in a way that he anticipated. Turns out when you make machines that are hack-proof and do bad stuff, when they start to not respond to commands, bad stuff happens, oddly enough. Who could have foreseen this coming? Pretty. Oops. And I keep taking a peek, because, well, I'm from Salt Lake City, and I'm trying to see if I can recognize any landmarks, but it's pretty much obscured by snow and haze and whatnot. Woof. Uh-huh. Oopsie. So instead of a liability issue with, you know, I don't know, maybe, oh, our thing malfunctioned and it caught on fire and you know, burned a house or something like that. They're just destroying entire fucking islands. Because they're hungry and you can't cut off their fuel because good old Ted decided to design them so that they would, well, eat biomass if their fuel supply got cut off.
Handy.
Good job. Still looking. Still not seeing anything. I guess it's somewhat accurate in that Salt Lake is surrounded by mountains on two sides. And so it's this big bowl sort of thing. But that mountain doesn't look familiar at all.
About traveling light.
Now it's snowing on us. Oh, this looks safe. Somebody's desk. Nah, it's the way we came in. Oh, good fucking job there. Other side of that door.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
Oh my goodness, I think we're just about at the top.
All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
A box of free shit that we really, really, really don't need.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Fuck yeah.
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Nope, not this. It was like, is this what I'm supposed to look at? No, it's on the fucking table.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
All right, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You've screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone.
You can fuck off, Ted.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore.
The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
I see. So he's more worried about his reputation than what's actually going on. Good fucking job there.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final file has been recovered.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me.
Oh, apparently she does.
I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
Now we could go down there. You can just rappel down. You don't have to do the climbing. But there's something I recommend you do while you're here, so you do not have to come back. If you're observant, you may notice these climbing handholds here on the wall.
Another one of these power cells. Well, what do I do with it?
Just hang on to it. But yeah, that'll save you a trip back, so... I got lucky my first time through playing and was like, oh, I can climb up here.
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
Alright, well, let's get the fuck out of here.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name.
Bet your ass.
Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
If you're so smart, why do you know so little after a lifetime scratching around in the dirt? It's not my fault you're bad at what you do. I came to these ruins looking for Elizabeth Sobek, not because of the things she did centuries ago, but because people are trying to kill me right now, today. I've got bigger problems to deal with than your crap.
Congratulations. You just graduated from whining to throwing a temper tantrum. I'm sure Elizabeth would be proud. You need to get a grip on yourself and start thinking straight. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
I think I've got some idea.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Faro robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
I guess I've got a game to play.
Then why are you still standing here?
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
Lucy.
Told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Ain't not taking any shit here.
Proceed.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal?
You bet.
I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Fero robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it.
Freezer burn!
Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists, as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the Eastern Mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved.
So, that's a lot
getting
to
down will be a lot
digest
faster than
in
getting
one
up,
sitting, but you've
US
got a pretty
Robot
clear
Command
picture
next.
of what's gone on up to a
Secrets of
certain
Zero Dawn.
point. So let's just get down from here.
Sky's starting to open.
At least the way down is faster than the way up. So it would appear that we had a tech bro who started off doing at least fairly decent things, making just convenient products, and thanks to Elizabeth, designing robots that were cleaning up the environment because, you know, global warming and pollution and all of that fun shit. And then decided, for whatever reason, he was going to start making, well, peacekeeping robots, I guess. Again, it's more of a profit thing.
Quick way down.
So now we gotta go and keep checking on this. So please join us again next time for Let's Play Horizon Zero Dawn, and we'll see if we can get any more answers.